Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Liberty-Benton High School, the site of tonight's district semifinal matchup. Right now, featuring the Hopewell-Loudon Chieftains and the Arlington Red Devils. Nate Mullins on the call once again with Tommy Hall. We got the Wizard, Greg Kinn, on the ones and twos, keeping us live, and Austin Rodriguez operating cameras here for us tonight. We're on the road to the district final, and one team has already punched their ticket back here Friday night. It's going to be a 6 o'clock game, championship game for the district final here at Liberty-Benton, and that is the Mohawk Warriors. They're awaiting their opponent, and we'll find out who that is after these 32 minutes. Now, Tommy, this is going to be an action-packed game. I feel like this one's going to be a little bit closer from start to finish, as these Arlington Red Devils, well, they had a little upset in mind last week as they upset the Old Fort Stockaders, and they punched their ticket here to the district semifinals with an overtime win over the Stockaders. So what a huge way to punch their ticket here.
That's what I love about tournament basketball. It's anybody's ball game. And here around the area, we have so many teams that vie for contention, that want to make those deep runs. But unfortunately, there can only be one winner. There can only be one that can come out of the district. And thus far, we've seen the Tiffin Calvert Senecas, the New Regal Blue Jackets all dispatched. The Mohawk Warriors punched their ticket to the district final. Old Fort upended by these Arlington Red Devils, who tried to share a piece of that SBC River Championship with these Hopewell-Loudon Chieftains. So, I mean, you got a lot of stories, a lot of narratives that have all intersected that have led us to this moment here tonight in this Division IV district semifinal here from Liberty-Benton.
I couldn't be more excited to bring you this one here tonight, folks. Once again, you're live and paywall free on Heart of Ohio Sports. We are live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. And if you're watching us on any of those platforms, go find us on YouTube. Hit the subscribe button, folks. We're getting there. We're so close to 1,000 subscribers. Help us out. Won't you do us a favor, please? All right, so starting lineups. We got 95 people tuned into the broadcast here. Once again, tonight's broadcast presented by Xcaret Mexican Restaurant and Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, another presenting sponsor here tonight with us on Heart of Ohio Sports. Let's take a moment and thank all of our sponsors for bringing you tonight's ball game. Thanks to Xcaret Mexican Restaurant and Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, our presenting sponsors, as well as MST Sauce Company, First National Bank of Sycamore, Reineke Family Dealerships, Molyet's Farm Market, Harrison Price Insurance, Webster Industries, Pit Stop, Lee's Floor Covering, and Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Inc., all proud sponsors right here with Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State. We are just about ready for the opening tip. Tommy, let's talk keys to the game, brought to you by Xcaret Mexican Restaurant. For the Hopewell-Loudon Chieftains, what do you think is the key tonight for this young Chieftain squad?
Well, this young Chieftain squad, they do have some senior leadership, and you got a lot of guys who have been through the gauntlet, who have been upended in the postseason, not being able to finish the job that this quality squad has been able. This season, in this 2022-23 campaign, the Chieftains look to finish the job, and that's exactly what they plan on doing with this starting five that has a bevy of senior leadership.
All right, so there you have it. Keys to the game brought to you by Xcaret Mexican Restaurant in the Tiffin Mall.
And if you're Arlington, I mean, it's win or go home. If there's nothing more that motivates you than that, you might as well not even come out of the locker room, because it's win or go home. Your season can either, again, continues on Friday, or you're cleaning out your locker on Wednesday. There's no in between.
That's right, and I think if you ask me, the key for Arlington, shut down Evan Crease. He is the leading scorer for the Hopewell-Loudon Chieftains, coming into tonight averaging about 17 points a game. It's going to be key for them to shut him down if they want to be successful here tonight. Opening tip is up, controlled by the Red Devils, and we're underway here at Liberty-Benton High School. Nate Mullins and Tommy Hall on the call with you. Thanks for tuning in here on Heart of Ohio Sports. We'll get the starting five here in just a moment, as that one thrown out of bounds by Ryler Essinger.
In a closely contested matchup like this, you're going to believe that every turnover, everything's going to be lauded here tonight.
So the Chieftains with possession now. That one poked away out of bounds, last touch by number 25, Jared Griggs.
Quick couple turnovers.
Let's go through the starting lineup here if we can for the Hopewell-Loudon Chieftains. We'll start with the home squad first, as they're the higher seed. Number 23, Evan Crease. Number 5, Donovan Elmore. Number 10, Braylon Martinez. Number 0, Blake Barrier. And number 3, Carter Yarbrough. There's your starting 5 for the Hopewell-Loudon Chieftains. Evan Crease with it. Defense is right there, but he makes it happen. Despite the defensive coverage, puts it up and puts it in.
I tore my ACLs just watching him cut like with that. Man, what a move to the basket by Crease.
I don't know about you guys, but do those uniforms for Arlington give you Chicago Bull vibes?
A little bit, yeah, a little bit of Bulls vibes there.
I like those.
Look at the Arlington Red Devils. Oh, there's a 3!
And no Bull from Vermillion as he starts this one hot from downtown.
Jake Vermillion led the way for the Red Devils in the last game against the Old Fort Stockaders.
Double-digit performances by a couple of Red Devils in that game against a very quality Old Fort opponent. And normally, we're meeting them down at either the Stroh or Dayton or wherever, but an early exit for a lot of our local squads as Elmore comes away with the rebound, puts it back.
Barrier's shot was no good. Elmore there to clean up the loose ball and put it back up and in for the Chieftains. Four to 3, Chieftains on top. Red Devils with the possession. Vermillion drives to the paint, puts it up, off the glass, no good. Crease grabs the rebound, nearly had it poked away, but gets it back into the hands of Braylon Martinez. Now down the floor for Elmore. Spin move, puts it up, no good. Rebound grabbed by Caden Russell.
And them Elmores, they're just built like that.
Yeah. Of course, his sister Michaela Elmore giving quality minutes for the Clemson Tigers women's basketball team.
She was just a treat to watch. More of the same, though, with the Elmore pedigree on display here on the court.
And Vermillion now over on the right wing. Russell for 3! Caden Russell knocks down the 3. Red Devils on top by 2, 6-4. This one's going to be a back and forth one. I can feel it. That one poked away, but Crease gets the loose ball. And Evan Crease.
Those open looks at the top of the key, those can start to weigh on a defense, especially if you're playing press.
Crease is fouled on his way to the basket, and fouled hard as he takes a tumble to the floor. And they want to make sure that he's not going to make that shot on the follow through there, Tommy, because, yeah, they got the foul on the shooting motion, but they want to make sure he's not going to make the follow through there. Actually, they're going to say non-shooting foul, so.
I was going to say, Griggs looking like he was pushing the sled on that one.
Blake Barrier kicks it out on the left wing. That's Martinez. Braylon Martinez, remember him from football season. He's one heck of a competitor. It's the first chance for us to see these Hopewell-Loudon Chieftains this year. Actually, no, we saw them earlier. We actually covered them against the Senecas earlier this year.
Yeah, one game when they came to Calvert.
Back at Calvert. Evan Crease from the free throw line. Defense is right there, but he draws the space he needed to get that one off and gets it to go. Evan Crease finds a crease in the defense to put that one up and in.
Tie ball game here, 6-6, opening stanza, 3:50 here in the first quarter.
Caden Russell works it over on the right wing. That's Brady Kinn. One end, not two. Caden Russell spots up for 3. Bang! The Red Devils hot from beyond the arc. All 9 points coming from the perimeter.
Say 3 points, not 2.
3-point from Martinez is no good. Barrier grabs the rebound. I'm sorry, that's Carter Yarbrough. And Yarbrough had his stripped foul on the play. We'll see who the call is on. This is going to go on Vermillion. Jake Vermillion called on the foul.
I mean, is this a situation for the Chieftains where you just hope that the Arlington Red Devils continuously go to the well?
Oh, yeah.
Or do you try to, or do you make an adjustment? Because right now the bank's open for the Red Devils, as they lead 9-7. But you got some sure scoring from these Hopewell-Loudon Chieftains that can answer in the face of that adversity.
Absolutely. Yarbrough got the first, got the second on that trip to the Reineke Family Dealerships free throw line. And they gave the point to the wrong team there. It's actually 9-8. Arlington on top. Now Brady Kinn gives it off top of the key. That's Luke Metzger. Now Vermillion drives the baseline, puts the shot up. No, he's fouled on his way up for the shot. And both Vermillion and Elmore felt the brunt of that blow because Vermillion went right into him and Elmore was feeling it when he got up.
Well, now the Red Devils with a chance to get their first points of the night from within inside the arc.
And Vermillion unable to get the first to go. It stays a 1-point ball game, 9-8. 2:52 left here in the first quarter. As Jake Vermillion toes the Reineke Family Dealerships free throw line, he got that one to go. It's 10-8. Arlington on top of Hopewell-Loudon.
And as you see that Kentucky waterfall flowing, you know Big Nutter is down there in the post for these Chieftains now as he makes his way onto the floor.
Big country, Will Nutter. Right wing now under the basket. Nutter takes the feed from crease, unable to finish. Everybody in the gym wanted that one.
Again, that would have been the game-tying shot as Arlington on top by 2 still.
Vermillion doing a nice job setting the pace for this Red Devil offense. That one poked away by Yarbrough, but Vermillion gets it back.
It keeps messing with me, you guys saying that kid's name.
Vermillion, yeah, you think about the coverage team?
Yeah, I'm like, what?
Oh, look at Russell. Makes his way to the basket.
Oh, unable to finish, Caden Russell.
And thus far, kryptonite in the paint for the Arlington Red Devils as all points have come from beyond the three-point arc.
So how's his name messing you up, but Ken isn't?
There's no team's name Ken around here.
Nice move to the basket. Evan Crease drives and finishes. And ties the game up at 10 apiece.
This is a good first quarter right here, guys. Back and forth, tying it back up over and over again.
Under the basket, nice feed. Unable to finish. That one poked out of bounds, last touch by Hopewell-Loudon.
It's like Nate talked about at the top of the program. Who can keep up that frenetic pace for a full 32 minutes?
Yeah.
I mean, who's going to bend but not break as Arlington has, like we talked about, throughout this first stanza of action, the bank's been open. Not much doing inside.
Caden Russell. Kick out and a travel. That one's going to be called against Jace Vermillion.
Just hopping a little too much around there.
So we got Jake Vermillion and Jace Vermillion.
And
you think they're related?
Well, those Chieftains, they lay off that press, go to that 2-3 low.
Yeah.
They're not afraid to leave that top of the key open. Or around the wing.
Speaking of 2-3 and these Chieftains, they happen to draw Columbus Grove. The girls team drew Columbus Grove in the regional semifinal. That'll be played tomorrow night.
I was going to say,
at Elida.
I don't want to play against any team with the word Columbus in the beginning of it.
Yes. Now Columbus Grove famous for that 2-3 zone. As Carter Yarbrough gets that one to go. First of 2 from the Reineke Family Dealerships free throw line.
Well, unless you play up north, you don't mind the school from Columbus.
Austin thought that was funny.
Thank you.
Delayed reaction there.
Had to give the Ohio State fans a chance to catch up.
Oh, that was
like, hey, wait, he was talking about us?
That was a joke.
Womp, womp. Russell's pass poked away. Yarbrough saves it for the Chieftains.
Nice job of gathering that one there.
And Carter Yarbrough brings it into the forecourt now for Hopewell-Loudon.
Looking to control this last possession. What a first quarter here in this District Semifinal, live on Heart of Ohio Sports.
11-10. Chieftains leading. Martinez drives to the basket. Shot blocked. Arlington grabs the loose ball. Full court shot is no good. The photographer with an excellent catch under the basket.
When you got $3,000 wrapped around your neck, you're going to catch that
ball. What a catch by the photographer. We're going to step aside and take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Federal Credit Union, your premier financial institution in Seneca County since 1952. Your community, your legacy. Federally insured NCUA.
This is Brad Lonsway, General Sales Manager at Reineke's Tiffin Ford Lincoln. I want to take a quick timeout to tell you about all the things we got going on out here. We're charging into 2023 with great deals on the F-150, Explorer, Expedition, Super Duties, and much, much more. We're blocking high interest rates with 2.9% interest on all F-150s, plus $1,000 in bonus cash. We have leases starting at $329 a month. Let's get back to the game. Get your key from Reineke.
You're watching high school basketball right here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
And we're back here at Liberty-Benton High School. Nate Mullins and Tommy Hall on the call with you. We start the second quarter. Hopewell-Loudon leading Arlington 11-10.
Go ahead and read all of our sponsors. We went through that whole quarter without a timeout or anything.
Yeah, any kind of stoppage in action there. So I want to thank our sponsors for bringing you tonight's broadcast. Of course, Xcaret Mexican Restaurant and Your Legacy Federal Credit Union
down to Elmore
are presenting sponsors, as Elmore's shot is no good. Also thanks to MST Sauce Company, First National Bank of Sycamore, Reineke Family Dealerships, Molyet's Farm Market, Harrison Price Insurance, Webster Industries, Pit Stop, Lease Floor Covering, and Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Inc. All proud sponsors here on Heart of Ohio Sports.
And Russell giving Nate enough time to get through that live read as Elmore pokes it away now.
Elmore had that one poked away.
Turnabout is fair play here at Liberty-Benton High School.
Corner three, bang! All 4 field goals for the Red Devils come from beyond the arc.
Wow.
Barriers drive to the basket, no good. Vermillion drives. And he's going to be fouled on his way to the basket. Kind of out of control on his way there, though.
Uncontrolled, going to the basket. I don't even know how he could even get the shot up to be considered a shot.
Right. Once again, huge shout out and a thank you to all of our sponsors for bringing you tonight's broadcast. And if you're watching on YouTube, folks, please help us out. Hit that subscribe button. We are so close to 1,000 followers.
Hey, even if you're not watching on YouTube, if you prefer Facebook, just go to YouTube real quick and give us a subscribe.
That's right. That's all it takes. 2 clicks and all you're done. As Vermillion gets them both to go. And Arlington opens up a 4-point lead, 15-11. Elmore takes the pass, puts it up off the glass, no good. That one poked out of bounds, last touch by Elmore. As Donovan Elmore last to touch it for the Chieftains. Red Devils will get it back. 6:46 left here in the second quarter. Arlington leading by 4. Jace Vermillion checking into the game for the Red Devils. Sophomore. Listed at 5'11", but I'm pretty sure he's grown since the roster was printed. Because good Lord, that kid's tall for 5'11". They work it down low. That one poked away, and barrier.
Looking like Spider-Man over there on the wall.
Thought he was at a trampoline park.
He was close to saving that one, though.
Absolutely, yes he was. Vermillion looking to inbound, gets it in. Metzger over to Vermillion. Now they work it down low. Essinger working on Nutter. Essinger picks up his dribble, gives it back out. Metzger. Now Vermillion, that's Jace. Kicks it out. They work it around the perimeter here as Jake Vermillion resets at the top of the key, calls out the play. Essinger gives it off for Jared Griggs. Gribbs back to Essinger. Mid-range jumper. Oh, that was a wet.
Splish splash.
Nutter
Arlington.
kicks it out for Crease.
They continue to build on the 7-2 run, 7-4 run. As
Nice
Crease
shot
will stop
there.
the bleeding.
Evan Crease brings the Chieftains to within 4. It's 17-13. Crease now with 8 points. We'll keep it right here for this First National Bank of Sycamore timeout.
Now we finally get a timeout here in the
Right. Let's once again thank our sponsors for bringing you tonight's broadcast. Of course, a special shout out and a thank you to our presenting sponsors, Xcaret Mexican Restaurant and Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, as well as MST Sauce Company, First National Bank of Sycamore, Reineke Family Dealerships, Molyet's Farm Market, Harrison Price Insurance, Webster Industries, Pit Stop, Lee's Floor Covering, and Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Inc., all proud sponsors right here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State. And when we talk about Molyet's Farm Market, Tommy, what comes to mind to you? Because I always think about their deli. Did you know that their deli was voted the best in Tiffin?
I heard that they have, and it's not a favorite of mine, but the people that like it, I heard they have phenomenal spinach dip. Spinach artichoke dip? Yeah.
Now you're speaking my language. I love me some spinach artichoke dip. But no, right now they have Florida strawberries, local grown apples, and once again I mentioned they are voted the best deli in Tiffin. You got to stop out.
So much
check out their
locally
meat
sourced
cheese selection.
options.
And they carry so much. The MST sauce is in there. You can get the dry rub, the sauce, the chips, popcorn, all of it.
We just love these continued community-minded sponsors jumping on board with us. Like they say, folks, you want to support the businesses along the fence that continue to bring this paywall free to you. Shot falls short as Nutter will take it at the top of the key for the Chieftains.
Evan Crease, top of the key, working on Vermillion. Barrier had that one poked into the backcourt, but it was poked. Chieftains retain possession. 5 minutes to play here in the second. Barrier drives to the basket. What a play by the defense, but Evan Crease there to clean up the loose ball.
The
put it up and in.
Got this one back within a score.
17-15, Arlington on top by 2. Jake Vermillion, 6 points here tonight. Gives it off for Essinger. Now back out for 3 for Russell. Off the side of the rim, no.
I think that's what the Chieftains been waiting for right there, that open look to fall short and go back into the hands of the Chieftains to give them a shot to shore this one up.
Martinez drives to the basket, puts it up, puts it in, and draws the foul. Blake Martinez.
17 all, 4:23 remaining here in the first half of action. And Martinez, like you talked about, Nate, with a chance to get the Chieftains their lead, first lead of this ball game.
And Martinez able to connect to give him the three-point play the old-fashioned way on that trip to the Reineke Family Dealerships free throw line. Got to give him his 3,
I was wondering, I was like, that's not a car horn.
Close enough. I want that for my car horn.
Yeah, I tell you what, that'd be some fun time.
18-17, Hopewell-Loudon on top. They work it down low, Essinger. Down low, and it's off the hands and out of bounds.
Blanket defense by the Chieftain pays off.
Jared Griggs had that one go right off his hands and out of bounds. 4 minutes to play here in the second quarter. Chieftains on top by 1, 18-17. Awaiting them is the Mohawk Warriors, who earlier tonight had a school record 17 three-pointers. That, according to the Advertiser Tribune's own Matt Nye, as he gave me those stats right after that game. Will Nutter will not be denied. He said, give me my change.
I believe that there was 17 threes in that game, Nate. I was worried that we were going to hit our first 100 points on the scoreboard here. I was going to have to move some things around.
8-0 run by the Chieftains now. have allowed the Chieftains to get in the driver's seat, Nate.
Jake Vermillion kicks it over. Griggs thought about a three. Passes it back out for Caden Russell. And a timeout called by Arlington. We'll keep it right here for this First National Bank of Sycamore timeout. We'll use this timeout to thank our sponsors. Once again, thanks to our presenting sponsors, Cadet Mexican Restaurant and Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, as well as MST Sauce Company, First National Bank of Sycamore, Reineke Family Dealerships, Molyet's Farm Market, Harrison Price Insurance, Webster Industries, Pit Stop, Lee's Floor Covering, and Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Inc., all proud sponsors right here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State. And we're back. Caden Russell gives it off for Vermillion. Back over to Russell on the right wing. Russell driving. Had it poked away. It goes out of bounds off of the Chieftains. So the Red Devils will get it back. A 9-0 run by these Chieftains has given them a 3-point lead, 20-17 over the Red Devils. Off the inbound pass. Wide open three from Brady Kinn. He said, let me get it again. We're tied at 20 apiece. 2:45 left here in the first half. Braylon Martinez kicks it over. Barriers three off the back of the rim. No. Crease grabs the loose ball for the Chieftains. Cross court. Martinez for three. Bang! Braylon Martinez knocks down the three. Gives the Chieftains a 3-point lead.
Well, if these two squads expect to just be trading shots, it's going to be a long night.
Yeah. Metzger gives it off to Essinger. Now Vermillion with it. That's Jake Vermillion. Now Vermillion, top of the key. Inside of 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Caden Russell gets it back. Over to Vermillion on the right wing. There's not much there. This Chieftains defense doing a great job of closing out on shooters. Vermillion for three, off the back of the rim, no. Nutter grabs the rebound for the Chieftains.
That's what you need to do. Close out down low, challenge the top of the key, force an uncomfortable shot. And look at that Yarmo.
Blake, barrier.
Oh, streaks to the basket. Plays it in.
Caden Russell brings it over the timeline into the forecourt for the Red Devils. Trailing by 5, Arlington. Tied it at 20, but now a 5-0 run by the Chieftains.
Deep
three! And Vermillion knocks down a deep three. 25-23.
Sent a man over on that screen to give Vermillion that open look. Ball into the hands of the Red Devils now. They're going to push it down the floor. Less than a minute.
Kinn. Russell, now Essinger with it at the top of the key, gives it back to Russell. Inside of 45 seconds to play here in the first half. That one poked away out of bounds, last touch by Arlington. Chieftains will get it back with 38.7 seconds left here in the first half.
In these games, especially in the district semis, these games are decided by quarter. And you know, one of these squads would love to go in with the momentum at the half as we're drawing in under 40 seconds here. The out of bounds will now give the possession to the Chieftains as they'll take it across the timeline.
Mason Cavaney checks into the game for Arlington. And now the Chieftains just looking to control this one for the last possession here in the first half. Leading by 2. Blake Barrier. Over to Martinez. Had that one poked away. Caden Russell with it. Russell into the feint. Up with the shot. Put it up and in. How did he get that to go? Carter Yarbrough.
To tie it at the
shot.
half.
Oh, he got that to go.
A three-point floater.
Let's look at it again.
Look at the replay here. After a huge steal, Red Devils a chance to close out the half with the lead, and then in transition.
Wow, what a shot by Yarbrough to put the Chieftains on top by 3 at the end of the first half.
That could be the difference maker as we go to the half.
28-25 your score. We'll step aside, take a timeout. We'll be back with the halftime show. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Small business owners need somebody that can open the door to financing. And at First National Bank of Sycamore, we love opening the door for financing opportunities.
Tune in every Monday night at 8 o'clock for the Pulse podcast right here on Heart of Ohio Sports, live from inside Studio Squared in downtown Tiffin. You're watching high school basketball right here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
This is Brad Lonsway, General Sales Manager at Reineke's Tiffin Ford Lincoln. I want to take a quick timeout to tell you about all the things we got going on out here. We're charging into 2023 with great deals on the F-150, Explorer, Expedition, Super Duties, and much, much more. We're blocking high interest rate with 2.9% interest on all F-150s, plus $1,000 in bonus cash. We have leases starting at $329 a month. Let's get back to the game. Get your key from Reineke.
Tune in every Monday night at 8 o'clock for the Pulse podcast right here on Heart of Ohio Sports, live from inside Studio Squared in downtown Tiffin. You're watching high school basketball right here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
Legacy Federal Credit Union, your premier financial institution in Seneca County since 1952. Your community, your legacy. Federally insured NCUA.
This is Brad Lonsway, General Sales Manager at Reineke's Tiffin Ford Lincoln. I want to take a quick timeout to tell you about all the things we got going on out here. We're charging into 2023 with great deals on the F-150, Explorer, Expedition, Super Duties, and much, much more. We're blocking high interest rate with 2.9% interest on all F-150s, plus $1,000 in bonus cash. We have leases starting at $329 a month. Let's get back to the game. Get your key from Reineke.
You're watching high school basketball right here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
Okay.
All right, and we're back here. Liberty-Benton High School, Nate Mullins and Tommy Hall on the call with you. We've got Greg Kinn, the Wizard, running the 1s and 2s, keeping us live. Austin Rodriguez on the camera. Thanks for tuning in here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Arlington had possession to start the second half. And that first shot, no good. And now the Chieftains have it. Evan Crease from the free throw line. Good defense being played, but Crease said, doesn't matter what kind of defense you play, I'm going to put it in a bucket.
What fireworks we had before we went to the half.
Whew.
As both teams tied at 23. A quick steal by Arlington got them up 25-23. And that huge last-second three-point play put the Chieftains out on top to end that first half of action. Now riding that 30-25 lead as Arlington passes it around at the top of the key. Vermillion with it at the top of the key as well.
Essinger now with it over to
Russell.
Caden Russell. And now Ryler Essinger into the paint. Nice feed under the basket for Russell, and he is fouled on his way up for the shot.
And I really think if Arlington can get that game working inside, able to finish trips to the basket, that may be the difference maker, because once you just continuously rely on your perimeter shooting, I mean, that makes you a one-trick pony. You got to kind of got to change it up a little bit, keep the defense guessing. That way you can get those open looks on your where you're strong at on the court.
So Russell able to get 1 of 2 from the trip to the Reineke Family Dealerships free throw line. Chieftains with it now.
Look at those handles.
Carter Yarbrough with the drive to the basket. His shot no good, but he is fouled on his way up for the shot. That'll put Yarbrough at the Reineke Family Dealerships free throw line. Yarbrough hit that big shot at the end of the first half to put the Chieftains up by 3. As you said, Tommy, very well could be the difference the way these two teams are playing here tonight. Yarbrough has 7 on the night. We got 1 of 2 on that trip to the free throw line. And a long 3, that one's good. Jace Vermillion knocks it down from beyond the arc.
He just saw Yarbrough shaking his head.
Yarbrough's shot no good, but it's altered by the foul from Essinger. As Ryler Essinger will go pick up the foul. That's his second foul. Carter Yarbrough at the line. First one is good. He's got 8 points here tonight.
Got to clean it up defensively. If you're the Red Devils, you come out, you're able to score on your end, but then on the other side of the floor, these little ticky-tacky fouls can bury you.
3-point shot, no good. Rebound grab by Barrier. Blake Barrier drives, kicks it. Martinez shot, no good. Rebound grab by Elmore. Donovan Elmore cleaning it up. He said, hey, you guys are making a mess in there. Let me clean that up. (34-29) Chieftains. Hayden Russell driving. Kick out for Vermillion. Now Jake Vermillion with it on the right wing. Gives it off to Russell.
A lot different tempo here to start this second half than we had been treated to in that first.
Jace Vermillion working on Blake Barrier. Gave him a step back look, now drive. Kick out to Jake Vermillion.
You look for a lot more choice shot selection here in this second half than some of those wild shots in the first.
Jace had it poked away. Jake gets it back, kicks it under the basket for Essinger.
Essinger
bodies him up. No good on the putback, but a foul called under the basket on Essinger. Ryler Essinger called for the foul on Kreese. That'll be the third foul on the Red Devils here in the third quarter. Comes at the 4:38 mark as the Chieftains look to inbound with a 5-point lead, 34-29. 4:38 left here in the third. Evan Kreese looking to inbound. Carter Yarbrough takes the inbound. And the Chieftains look to set up in the half court. Evan Kreese on the right wing, working on Russell. Kreese gives himself a little bit of room here from the elbow. Spin move. Now a little running floater. He got that one to go. Can't really call it a running floater because he wasn't really running. He was just leaning, a little leaner. Got that one to go. Evan Kreese putting on a show with 14 points here in the third quarter. Vermillion had it blocked. Barrier called for the block, but they're going to say a foul
but that
on
was
the
set
block. It was so clean, though. How to put Jake Vermillion at the line.
Nice screen there, though. It wasn't moving. Called the
ball don't lie.
Other side.
Vermillion unable to get the first. He's got two more coming. That's one of two from the trip to the Reineke Family Dealerships free throw line. And Jake Vermillion. 2 for 3. So he won't get one of those, but you know, he got 2 points in Arlington within 5, 36-31.
So that's all that matters. It don't matter how you get the points, just that you get them.
That's right. Yarbrough, stutter step, now drives to the basket, puts it up, no good. Elmore's putback is no good. And Metzger. The Red Devils in the backcourt got to get it over the timeline, and Vermillion does a nice job, splits the defense, gets it over to Jace. Now back to Jake Vermillion, right corner three. No. Rebound grabbed by Russell. And a tie-up, held ball. Possession arrow favors the Chieftains.
I mean, you got a couple possessions, you got a couple of advantages in that possession. Maybe the Chieftains, I really don't.
Kreese gets it into Martinez. Now Braylon Martinez brings it into the forecourt for the Chieftains. Driving in the paint. Out of control with the shot, just goes out of bounds. I think he was just trying to draw the foul there, Tommy, but.
Well, I honestly think it's a little early to be doing the full press if you're the Chieftains. I mean, let Arlington play up to your tempo.
They do back off the press here.
I was going to say, because once you start allowing things to get out of control in transition, you allow sloppy open looks to get ran on.
Oh, Russell, nice little floater with the left hand there. That brings the Red Devils to within 3.
And Russell don't care about the look there. Just give me the points.
36-33 Chieftains. Martinez drive to the paint. Shot, swatted, but a foul on the block.
Three-point ball game. 2:49 remaining here in the third quarter of action. 36-33. Greg,